me, sustainable solutions. I'm going to share these with you as I go, as I put them together, and as I learn through the process of being more sustainable. So today I'm going to show you toothpaste. Now I used these little containers. You can see they were pastel back containers that I wanted to use or reuse. And if I pop it open, you can see in there, I've done a version of the toothpaste, but I put some charcoal in there. So this is my whitening toothpaste. It smells like peppermint. So today I'm just going to show you normal toothpaste using Thieves oil. I use the Young Living oils, and the Thieves is a really good antibacterial, antiviral, great for gum and teeth health. So I'm using that one. The way I do this is that I am showing it to you based on single use, so one person. And then if you want to do a bigger batch, you are more than welcome to. The ratios are the same, and you'll find them below in the comments. So for something of this size, what I do is I take a tablespoon and I fill it up with water, and I fill whatever vessel I'm using, and remember the number. So for this vessel, it was 4 tablespoons. And so that means I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil to about 2.5 of baking soda. You don't have to be exactly precise. It's not the end of the world if you're not. Usually think half and a little bit more. So like if it's 5 tablespoons, you'd go 2 coconut, 3 bicarb. Okay, so I've got my coconut oil in here. I'm just going to use that in the microwave and melt it. So I'll put that on for 30 seconds, and while that is microwaving and melting, I'll explain some other things to you. So with this toothpaste, I'm not adding any sweetener. A lot of people do, because obviously normal toothpaste in the tube usually tastes a lot sweeter. Options are stevia powder, which you can use. I've got one here. So you can see stevia powder. And I would probably only add about 1/4 teaspoon if you're going to use that. Other options are stevia drops. I haven't done it with stevia drops before, so I couldn't tell you how much you would need. You'd kind of have to guess. Some people like to use xylitol, but honestly, I just stick to stevia. So I've melted my coconut. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's mostly liquid. I'm just going to mix it up till it becomes nice and liquidy. Other things to keep in mind are the flavors that you can put in your toothpaste as well. For example, I'm using Thieves. You can also use peppermint. There's also other options like orange is a good one, orange cinnamon. You can do lime spearmint. It's really up to you. Try to stick to using essential oils though, and make sure it's something that's good quality. So now that that is a complete liquid, you can see, completely liquid. I'm going to get my bicarb soda, and again, I'm not super pedantic about this, no point in being really finicky. So I'm going to fill that up. I don't really pack it in, I just kind of fill it up till it comes to the top, and then I put that in. Make sure to get the excess out. So remember, I'm doing 2.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And again, the reason coconut oil is such a good option for toothpaste is obviously it melts when it goes in the mouth, so it's a lot more pliable, but it's also really good for antibacterial and gum health. That's why a lot of people you might hear about do oil pulling, where they swish it through the teeth. I personally can't stand the texture, so instead I'm using it in my toothpaste. So now I'm just mixing it up. It's really easy. Mixing up the bicarb and the coconut oil until it comes to a nice smooth paste. Again, you can see that. Now, if you wanted to do a whitening toothpaste, this is where you can use activated charcoal. You can see the charcoal I've got there. You would just add 1/4 teaspoon to something of this size. Look, honestly, you can go really black if you want to, but the more you add, the grittier it will be. I don't recommend brushing your teeth with charcoal black toothpaste every single day, because you want to still keep the enamel on your teeth intact, but 2 times a week I think is pretty safe. So the ratio that I've gone with is for every tablespoon, you want to do about 6 drops of oil. So for every tablespoon, which is 20 ml, it's 6 drops of oil. So I've got 4 tablespoons in here, so I'm going to do, I rephrase, every tablespoon of coconut oil, you do 6 drops. So I'm doing 12 drops in mine because I don't want it too strong. Matt will kill me if it's too strong. And that is what I'm going with. So 1, 2, 3, could be here a while. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1, 2, and all done. Again, stir it up. You don't want to let it sit for too long, especially if you're in a super cold climate, because the coconut oil will set. All right, so now that you've done that, you can see it's still a nice, easy consistency. Again, the ratios will be below in the comments, and then you just take your little container, pour it in. It's pretty simple. There really is no excuse for not making your own toothpaste, considering how easy it is. Bicarb is such a good option because it's been used as a detoxifier in baths. It's also great against skin conditions, antibacterial. It's a good deodorizer. I'll be using bicarb most likely in my next video, or one of my next videos, which is deodorant. So now that you've done that, you can see, hopefully you can see, I've got the liquid in there, and I'll just leave that to sit to the side, and my toothpaste will be done, and then I'll end up with a nice little neat container like this. And because it's single use, it doesn't matter if you stick your toothbrush in it. So generally I get my toothbrush, wet it a little bit, and then just rub it on the top, because you don't need to use a lot with this. It's not like your toothpaste in a tube where you squeeze a heap on. You literally get your brush in, brush it around to get some on the toothbrush,